YouTube. Ooh. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Upwork and how to write a proposal. What is a proposal? For those of you who don't know, who aren't familiar with Upwork, which is just a freelancing platform, the way you get jobs, or the primary way you get jobs on Upwork, is by sending off a proposal. And so you'll scour through the website looking at potential jobs, and then you'll essentially apply for one of those jobs with a proposal. Sometimes clients come to you, but a lot of the time you will be spending a significant portion of your time on the platform crafting these proposals, looking for jobs, and trying to essentially get new clients. So this video is just about the best way to craft your proposals, the best way to find potential clients, and how to improve your success rate when it comes to sending out these proposals on Upwork. Who am I? I'm a top-rated writer on Upwork, so this video is primarily for writers, but if not a writer, if you're just a freelancer who uses the platform, maybe you're just getting started out and you want to try and improve or hone your ability to get new clients, this video is for you. Number one, this is where your preparation for your job proposals on Upwork should really start. Select the right clients. For me personally, like I say, I'm a writer, and most of what I do now, what I'm specializing in, is blogs and articles. I like the long form content. I feel at home with it. It's what I like to construct. I feel very comfortable writing that way. So now 95% of the Upwork proposals that I'm even writing, they're targeted towards jobs which, you know, clients who are looking for blogs or articles on various topics. So select the right jobs. You are saving yourself a lot of time. If you apply for a job on Upwork, you may have crafted the most incredible proposal in the world, but if you are a writer and you're applying for a data analysis job, you're simply not going to get it because that's not your skill set. Make sure you're applying for the right jobs, and the Upwork proposal, really, it's secondary. You've got to make sure that you're looking, you're being a bit patient, and you're waiting for the right jobs to come up, because when they do, it's going to make crafting that proposal a whole lot easier, and it's going to increase your chances of success. So you've selected the proper job and now you're going to apply. Good for you, well done. And how do you even start one of these proposals? It sounds really, really basic, really simple, but it's really important. This is the first thing they're going to see about you, these potential clients. They'll see a brief snippet of your profile when they're looking through all the applications, but then they're going to see what's in the actual proposal itself, and the first few words are going to be very important. How do I do it? Keep it professional. Don't try and be funny. Don't try and do anything weird. Sometimes these job proposals, they'll say something like, oh, to make sure this isn't AI, include these few words at the top of the proposal. That's fine. But in terms of generally speaking, you just want to say something professional. For me, I just say, dear hiring team. Start it like that. You can't go wrong. It goes, it works across all of them. Dear hiring team. It's generic, but I think it works. I used to start with dear sir/madam, but I think that's a bit formal and it just comes across a bit strange. So dear hiring team works for me every time, but keep it professional. Make sure you open with professional and classy opener. 3, tailor the proposal itself. Now, people get this wrong all the time, and it's such a simple thing to do just to get it right. It may require a little bit more effort, but really not that much more. Essentially, just tailor your proposal. I know it sounds very basic, but look at what they're actually looking for, look at the actual work that's required, and make sure that when you're applying for this job, you are putting your best foot forward and telling them how you're going to fulfill the specific job criteria. Now, you don't have to do much. You don't have to write an essay in your Upwork job proposal to get this across. You simply have to acknowledge that you have read their job properly and that you have thought about it and considered your own skill set, and you know how you're going to apply yourself and your experience and your skills to this client effectively. They want to know that you've thought about it. They want to know that you are honest and that you genuinely believe you can do the work they want you to do. And the best way to do that, especially when bearing in mind this is the first impression they'll have of you, the best way to do that is simply to tell them. If they're looking for example, real estate blog posts that are optimized for search engine optimization, then say in your Upwork proposal, I am experienced at writing SEO proficient blogs in the real estate sector. That's all it takes. Just keep it simple, but let them know that you've thought about it, that you've read their job advert properly, and that you're the right person for the job. It takes a few minutes just to do this properly, but I guarantee it's worth it. And otherwise, if you don't tailor it, then you're just wasting connects. So make sure you're tailoring your proposal accordingly. It's really going to boost your chances. Or a clean structure. Now, like I say, professional opener, dear hiring team, then maybe something a little bit personal, or personable rather. Just, I hope this message finds you well. And then I keep it really, really simple. You're not writing an essay, 3 lines, just tailoring it for the actual job itself, noting that, look, I understand what you're looking for. Here's how I may fit into that. Then next I do 3 bullet points, just really digging into that tailoring of what they're looking for. So just something really clean, something like I have expert level expertise in this particular area, consistently excellent feedback from my clients, and then something else which is relevant to that job proposal. And then next, just a few more lines, again in the paragraph structure, detailing my recent experience with similar and relevant jobs if possible, and then you just sign it off. So make sure the structure is clean and easy to read. Number 5, make sure you sign off just something nice and simple, just best regards, or something like what I usually do for mine. I'll simply say, I trust this is promising, I can be contacted at any time, and I look forward to hearing from you, something like that, something that's very professional, something that's a little bit friendly as well. And then sometimes I'll just put PS at the very bottom, here's a link to my published articles, here's a link to my LinkedIn, just so they know that A, I'm a real person and not like an AI bot or something. And also then they can see, okay, this person's got a track record. Not only have they attached relevant samples to this job, but they've been published and I can look at this online as well. They have that digital presence. So it's just about legitimizing you, and you can do that at every single stage of your proposal. You're simply letting them know that not only are you capable of doing their job effectively, but you're qualified and you have the track record to back it up as well. And when you're attaching a portfolio of work, because the vast majority of clients, they want you to attach some sort of portfolio. This doesn't have to be, if you're starting out, paid clients. It could be like sample blogs, posts, or articles that you've just written yourself, just as a kind of dress rehearsal for the real thing. That's absolutely fine when you're starting out, but make sure when you're applying for these jobs, attach relevant samples. And that is basically it. How to write a compelling Upwork proposal that is going to increase your likelihood of getting a response and also getting new clients. Look, Upwork is not perfect. I have sent out hundreds of Upwork proposals. I'd say, honestly, 10% of them get a response, or even less than that. No, I'd say 10% are viewed and less than that actually respond. But out of the ones that do respond, the closing rate for actually converting them into a client is fairly high. So really, the Upwork proposal is the first step to getting your new clients. If you want paid clients, if you want to be a freelancer, part-time, full-time, Upwork is a great place to start. It's a really good place to find the right jobs for you at any stage of your career, at any stage of your experience, and it's a way to get you on that ladder and to get you moving forward. That's what it's all about. Every day you want to move forward, and sending out those Upwork proposals is how, step by step, you get better at your job, you build up your client list, you build up your portfolio, and over time it makes a massive difference. But start with the Upwork proposal, and even better, start before the Upwork proposal and apply for the jobs you're more likely to get, the jobs you're more likely to enjoy, because it makes such a big difference. I've done jobs before where I've applied for them and I've got them, but in the back of my mind I sort of know I'm not the right fit, but I'm enthusiastic, I'll give anything a go, and then the actual job doesn't go as well as it should go. Stick to what you're good at, stick to what you know. Yes, you can sort of build up your experience in other areas if you want to, and maybe if you have to, but generally speaking, the best proposals are the ones where you've thought about it, it aligns with your experience, it aligns with your passions and your interests, and you're going to smash it. That's what it's all about. Tell clients you're going to smash it, and they will believe you and they will hire you. But you've got to show it to them, you've got to show them that you can do it, and you've got to argue your case and sell your case and sell your services. But either way, it's not complicated. Just got to put a little bit of effort into it. Little bit. And it all works out, right? Lots of love. Bye, YouTube.